Hello traders, so the title of the video is frequently asked questions about ATR, the average true range of Willis Wilder, a technical indicator. Alright, so traders use the average true range, alright, in the financial market, and there are many questions that traders are asking. The purpose of this tutorial is to help technical traders understand the average true range technical indicator and to be able to master it. You should be able to answer correctly 12 specific questions about the average true range. All right. So the first question is, who develops the average true range technical indicator? All right. So many traders know that the average true range is developed, the average true range technical indicator is developed by Willis Wilder. The same gentleman was also the creator of the relative strength index indicator and also the parabolic SAR, SAR, and also of the ADS. Okay. All right. The average directional index, the ADS. So Mr. Willis Wilder is the creator of the RSI, the parabolic, okay, SAR, and also of the ADS. So to that question, who develops the ATR, or the average true range technical indicator, the correct answer is Willis Wilder. Stay with us, please, because we have 12 questions that will help us to understand these technical indicators. The second question is, this is another frequently asked question, what is the first thing that should come into mind when dealing with the ATR? What is the first thing that should come into mind when dealing with the average true range of Willis Wilder's? The first thing that should come into your mind should be volatility. All right. See, ATR is a volatility, a technical indicator, nothing else. So you want to measure the volatility of financial instrument that you are trading in order to set a stop loss correctly, or to control the risk, or to determine the best time you should enter the trade at a low risk point. You will use the average true range. So the first thing that is coming to the mind of technical traders when they are dealing with the ATR is what? The volatility. The third question is, what was the primary role? What was the primary role of the ATR originally? What is the primary role of the average range? All right. The primary role of the average range is to measure the volatility of the commodities. So the ATR is not designed for stock, for currency, for any other financial instrument. It is primarily designed to determine the volatility of the commodities, because the commodities are more volatile than any other financial instrument. They are gapping up, they are gapping down, they are all over the place. So the primary role of the ATR is to measure the volatility of the commodity. The fourth question is, which time frame should one use the ATR on? Can you use the ATR on the 10-minute time frame, on the hourly time frame, on the monthly chart, or the yearly chart? The correct answer, the correct time frame to use the ATR on is what? The daily chart, originally. All right? The ATR is used on the daily chart for commodity trading. So when you are using the ATR or the average range, do me a favor, use it on a daily chart. though other traders may use it on the 10-minute, hourly time frame and so on. The purpose of this average range of Mr. Wallace Wilder is for the daily chart. Okay? So if you are doing something different, you know exactly what you are doing, so you understand it more. Okay? How traders use the average range of Mr. Wallace Wilder. So the average range, generally speaking, traders use it to set stop loss. So technical traders, so when the average range is increasing, they use above average, okay, stop loss. So if the financial instrument normally for day trading they are using 30 pip, if they see that the average range is increasing and the volatility is increasing, they will top up their stop loss. So it helps them to manage the risk. So you will not use 30 pip when the market is very, very volatile. You will use more, otherwise they will kick you out. And you use another 30 pip, they kick you out again. And then they use another 30 pip, they kick you out. Because you are using a shorter, a lesser stop loss. But because of the current volatility in the financial market, maybe you'll be better off using 40 pip or 45 pips. So here you are, you use 30 pip, they take you out. You use another 30 pip, they take you out. Some traders, sometimes they use 15 pip for stock that normally they should use 40 pip for. So they are taking out many times. So 4 times, they use 15 pip, they are taking out. Though they were correct about the direction of the price, so they say the price will go down. The price is going down, but they use a wrong stop loss, and they are kicked out of the trade. All right? So traders use the average range, okay, to determine the appropriate, okay, stop loss that they should use. They also use the average range to determine the characteristic of the financial instrument that they are trading. So they want to know whether the stock or the financial instrument that they are trading is very volatile or is becoming very volatile or not. Is it now less volatile than before? So this is about to have a bit of idea about the volatility of the financial instrument that one is trading in order to determine the best stop loss or to control the risk or to enter the trade at a low risk entry point. Okay? Question number 6, frequently asked questions about ATR of Wallace Wilder technical indicator. Question number 6, is there a better way to use the average range? So I told you that people use it mostly to set stop loss, to minimize the risk. Is there a better way to use the average range? Yes, there is a better way to use the average range. All right? And in fact, I want to refer you to a video. You to search the video title, A Better Way to Use the Average Range of Wallace Wilder Like a Pro. You too search that phrase and a video will pop up from 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. A Better Way to Use the Average Range of Wallace Wilder Like a Pro by 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. Don't watch it from anywhere else. I say what? 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. There is a better way to use the average range instead of just using it to control the risk or to set a stop loss. Okay? Question number 7. Frequently asked questions about the average range of Wallace Wilder technical indicator. How to improve stop loss setting using the average range. So traders use the average range to set stop loss. How do you improve your stop loss setting, okay, using the average range? The correct answer is to trade on the edge of major trend line, key support and resistance level. That's a better way to use, okay, to improve your stop loss setting when you are using the average range. You see here, price going down, you see here? The price is going down, it's going down, it's going down, see? So if you are selling here, that's not too bad. But the best place to sell is at the top here, yes or no? So now you switch to the lower part, you see you find a resistance here. So here, you see, you come here on the edge. Now it's switch side now. Now people are now selling on the edge of the median line. You see? So if you are jumping in the middle of nowhere using the average range to control your risk, to determine the best stop loss, all right, you can get into trouble. So To improve your stop loss setting using the average range, look for trading setup on the edge of major trend line on the higher time frame and major key level and resistance level from the higher time frame. So a day trader may go, for instance, to the weekly chart, draw all the trend line key levels, and before switching to what? 3-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, looking for trading opportunity on the edge. That trader that is trading on the edge in conjunction with the average range will be able to improve, okay, the stop loss setting. Question number 8. What ATR stand for? Now you know that one. That one is easy question. They say number 8 is a lucky number in Asia. Is that true? Well, that's in reality, it's a lucky number, isn't it? Easy question. What's ATR stand for? ATR stand for average true range. So we write it in capital letter. The capital A stands for average. Capital T for tango stand for true, TRUE, and the R, capital R, stand for range. All right, range from the high to the low, or from the high to the closing price, or from the low to the closing price, depending whether it's a normal, okay, price move, or a price gap out, or price gap down. Okay, let's move on, my friend. Another question, frequently asked question about the average trend. Why the ATR is a non-directional technical indicator? So you say to me, George, well, you are using academic English normally. All right, George, what's happened to you? All right, don't worry. Directional means that directional, directional technical indicator, a directional technical indicator. For instance, MACD. So price going up, MACD will be going up. Price going down, MACD will be going down, unless we have a divergence, all right? So MACD normally should be going up when the price going up, and going down when the price going down. It's a directional technical indicator. RSI will do similar thing. But the ATR is not a directional technical indicator. It's what we call a non-directional technical indicator. NON. No is a French name, all right? So non-directional technical indicator, which means the ATR will be going up even if the price is going up. No, the ATR will be going up even if the price is going down, all right? Or sometimes the ATR may be going down when the price is going up. So it doesn't go in the direction of the price. It's just highlighting the intensity, all right, or the force of the volatility in the financial market. That's all. So it is not a directional technical indicator. So we can't say that when the ATR is going down, the price will go down. Sometimes it will go down together with the price. Sometimes it will go up together when the price is going up. But it's not a directional technical indicator. All right. So the ATR can become overbought and can become also oversold. But we will talk about that. There's a question about that. But when the ATR is going down, it doesn't mean that the price will reverse. By all means, sometimes the price may reverse, sometimes it will not. It's not a directional technical indicator. Question number 10 about the average range. Why the average range, overbought and oversold zone, is specific to each financial instrument. Is that question very clear to you? All right. So listen carefully. All right. Why the average range, overbought or oversold zone, is only specific to each financial instrument. Or am I not asking the question correctly? So normally when we say that the RSI overbought, everybody say we in the zone of 70, yes or no? All right? RSI is oversold when it is in the zone of 30. Doesn't matter whether you are trading indices, commodity, and so on. But when we are saying the ATR, the average range overbought and oversold zone, is specific to each financial instrument. One example is here, which I talked about before, is that you see this financial instrument is what? Euro Canadian dollar. For that Euro Canadian dollar, not on a 50-minute frame, daily chart, because the ATR is only for what? Daily chart, originally, daily chart. So you go to the daily chart, you look at the average range, you see where is he finding resistance. So here I draw a red line, he is finding a resistance in the zone average. You see, he went above it, yeah? Average, he found a resistance here. 70% return is finding resistance in the zone of 0.01. So for that specific Euro Canadian dollar, the overbought zone for that ATR on the daily chart is 0.01. Is specific to that financial instrument. The overbought level for ATR for another financial instrument will be completely different from this one. Each financial instrument will have its own overbought ATR zone and also its own oversold ATR zone. That's why the question that I was asking you, why the average trend technical indicator, okay, why the average technical trend technical indicator overbought and oversold zone is specific to each financial instrument, because it's measuring specifically the volatility of that financial instrument. So if you are using the ATR on a daily chart for Apple stock, you may see a different overbought and oversold zone for Apple stock and a different overbought and oversold zone for instance, for Netflix stock. All right, same thing. The overbought zone for Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, it's not the same like the overbought zone like the Australian, Japanese yen. So it's specific, the overbought and oversold zone of the ATR of each financial instrument. So you just look at it on a daily chart. See where is the final resistance at the overbought zone? Just draw it. Where is the final support? Here it is. I draw it. I know that I may draw a little bit down, but just averagely see it. Once you draw the overbought and oversold zone, draw the media line. There is a question, in fact, coming soon about that thing. What should one do after placing the ATR on the daily chart? I did not say 4-hour time frame, daily or 10-minute time frame. Question. Question number 11 of frequently asked questions about the average to range. What should one do after placing the ATR on the daily chart? It has to be daily chart, yes or no? Only daily chart. Use daily chart. Though we can use it on any time frame, use daily chart, yes or no? Okay. What should one do, okay, after placing the ATR on the daily chart? That's what I say now. Check where is the overbought zone, check where is the oversold zone, and draw a median line between the overbought and oversold zone. This is what one should do after placing the ATR on the daily chart. Okay? So I'm referring also to the previous video that I've mentioned before. So, all right. So the first video that I recorded about the ATR, what's the title of that video again? Is Technical Trader reflects upon the average true range of Willis Wilder. That's the first video at the 2-4 Stock Trader YouTube channel. The second video is a better way to use the average true range of Willis Wilder like a pro. So this is the third video that I'm recording today about frequently asked questions about the average true range of Willis Wilder technical indicator. Now we start recording video about this topic. Why? Because today a TSTW24 trader did send me email asking me a question about setting stop loss using the average true range. So you see now. So if you have any question or suggestion, always put in the comment section, and in due course, while I will record videos like this to clarify what you want to understand. All right. So what should one do after placing the ATR on the daily chart? Highlight the overbought, oversold, and the median line. Last question, or frequently asked questions about the average true range. What is the difference between the ATR and the VIX index? So VIX index, all right, V is index. So let me write on my chart VIX, so you can check it out. VIX index, all right. What's the difference between the VIX index and the ATR? What is the difference, my friend? That is the question I'm asking you today. What is the difference between the VIX index and the ATR? All right? I will not answer that question today, so this is your homework. So you may say to me, George, who are you to give me a homework? I've been training for years. Don't worry, all right? I will not give you the answer because I want you to go and find out for yourself. Or if you have any more question about the VIX index, put in the comment section. All right. Try to Google VIX index, read about it, all right, and compare the VIX index to the ATR. So you will try to find out what do they have in common and what are the differences between the VIX index and the ATR. How professionals are using the VIX index, how are they using the ATR. So the last question about the frequently asked question about the ATR technical indicator of Wells index is what is the difference between the ATR technical indicator and the VIX index. I leave that up to you and I will not answer it now. So I want to hear from you in the comment section. Tell me the difference between the VIX index and the ATR. If you do not understand anything else, let us know in the comment section. So this will conclude our discussion today about frequently asked question, FAQ, 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 all right, frequently asked question about ATR, a technical indicator of Wells Wilder. Okay, this is it, the 12 questions that you want to know and understand and be able to answer correctly. All right? So if you have any question or suggestion, please put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. So very fast, I'll tell you that the VIX index is also has something to do with volatility like the ATR. But what is the difference between the VIX index and the ATR? If this video has been truly useful to you, all right, please let me know in the comment section by giving us your beautiful thumbs up. Then I say, all right, I've done a good job today. However, if you think that, George, this is another poor performance, please let me know also by giving us the thumbs down. Doesn't matter for me, all right? It's the yin and yang, all right? Doesn't matter. So let us know you like it, dislike. Let us know, please, okay? If you think that, George, you have done more than I was expecting. You are a man today. You have done a very good job for the first time in your life. After how many years on YouTube, George? Feel free to share with your friend on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, this is the moment. It's free. Subscribe today and be put, all right? More tutorials are coming soon. Subscribe today. Our channel is 24 Stock Trader. Digi2, Digi4 Stock Trader YouTube channel. Subscribe and be sure to click on the notification bell because sometimes we are recording live streaming video, what we call Premiere, YouTube Premiere. So the video is already recorded, but we are live streaming it. And sometimes when we are live streaming it, I'm watching it myself. And I'll say, hello traders, thank you for watching. Any question, please put in the section so trader can ask question as we are live streaming the video. So subscribe and be sure to click on the notification bell. So when a video is recorded, all right, YouTube will send you a notification. You say, George is going to live stream that video at X time. Okay, so it may be maybe 3 hours or 2 hours, usually 2 hours before the video will start streaming. And then 30 minutes before the live streaming will start again, YouTube will send you the last warning. I say, last warning, guy, in 30 minutes, the live streaming will begin. Okay, so you may receive many notification. Don't worry about it. I'll receive many of them also because I subscribe to many channels on YouTube. If you have time and you are interested in that subject, you go and watch it. If not, you just look at it and say, all right, George, I'm not impressed last time. I'm not watching it today. All right? It's up to you, okay? So be sure to click on the notification bell. So this will conclude our discussion today about frequently asked questions about average to range of Wells Wilder technical indicator. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the THTW24 traders talking about a frequently asked question about average to range of Wells Wilder technical indicator. Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.